What's bracking, guys? Welcome to the Season 1 finale of my Leyton Orient Youth Academy career mode. Sorry for the long wait between episodes, like 3 weeks or whatever, but I love you guys and really wanted to get back into videos as soon as I got some things organized in my personal life. But we are at top at the moment, playing against Newport County in a huge match as they have 3 points behind us. Our goal differential isn't the best, as I think compared to other clubs, we haven't really scored as many goals. You can see Newport was 69, nice. They also do have the top scorer in the league, De La Rosa, a Mexican striker who plays for Pachuca, I believe, a promising young player. I guess they bought him, and he's really been kind of guiding them. We'll see a bit more on him in a bit here, but it's going to be a huge episode, obviously, rounding out the season. So 5 games, I believe it is, and I think we'll be playing all of them as well. So just want to try to wrap up and win that title. Just promotion would be nice, but I think the title would be great. I think we've really turned things around in this season, but you can see there's so much congestion in the lower leagues of England. So you got to really do that match, just kind of rotation. You can take a look at the 2 different sides really quickly, and we just have some pretty tired legs out there. But we're going with kind of our usual starting 11 at the moment, and we'll take a look at that in a second. But a huge match here against Newport County, so we'll see how we can perform here in this big fixture as the Welsh side is trying to maybe push up, and I think they would actually get above us with a win, a victory. They would, depending on the Scunthorpe results, because they do have a better goal differential than us, I believe, along with the Scunthorpe does have a better goal differential as well. So a huge matchup here. You can see De La Rosa right there, the top goal scorer in League 2. You can see him with 21 goals. Really good tally. We really don't have any players who are kind of near the top of the goal scoring list. The Golden Boot race, I guess, would be a better way to put it. We just kind of have pretty much everyone is kind of scoring goals. The midfielders do quite a bit. Bennett, of course, who plays striker as kind of a center mid, does score a bit as well. But it seems like we mostly get our production from the center mids making kind of those late runs into the box. But good to see kind of most of the players are healthy. I don't think there are any injuries. So we've got our top squad out there. But we may have a striker battle coming up. I think, Bakaric, I benched him early on this season, but you'll see in this episode that he has really improved a lot since just being pretty terrible beforehand. But so right in at Sorensen, Ushgard as plate man, Simonsen making that back line. Price, the number 10, Cassidy, Walker in the midfield as well. Mitchell, Bennett's kind of playing that false 9, Vishgorek rounding out that attack. So going to be a quality matchup here, and I'm looking forward to it. Again, Roberto De La Rosa, the Mexican youngster, has always had a lot of promise in real life, and he's certainly developing well in this first season here for Newport County. But a huge matchup, and we'll see how he can perform. I actually had not played FIFA personally, any career mode for a long time when I played this match, so there may be a bit of a rust you'll see here. Vishgorek, though, playing the ball out here to Bennett's, doing a good job holding up that play, but that pass was terrible. Pretty sloppy match to start. You can see them losing the ball after us trying to go back on this counterattack down the wing. Vishgorek, maybe look for a ball in the middle. I think if Walker would have made a run closer, that would probably been a lot better, but he kind of ran and kept on running. So pretty sloppy start to the match for sure. Kind of trying to play some long balls here. Price still getting the ball, playing the ball here to Bennett, and maybe a little bit of a chance, playing the ball backwards. Nice to back here to Walker, to Bennett. Is going to take a turn. Unfortunately, that is not enough power on that shot. That was a really good turn from Bennett and getting a good shot on goal to start out this match after a bit of sloppy play from both sides at the start. Now, Simonsen doing a good job with the interception, but turned back to goal and then fouls De La Rosa. Turning back to goal like that probably never needed, but a terrible mistake there, as now De La Rosa has a chance to continue his goal tally on the season, as he'll be the one stepping up to take this PK, and that goes into the side netting. Sorry for saying PK, penalty kick, but a good finish from him, continuing that goal tally. Now he's on 22 goals in the season. Looks like he's going to be running away with that golden boot probably. A little cheeky celebration there on the advertisements as well. So a huge goal for Newport County, and of course we have to really try to get back in this one, as it was pretty sloppy earlier, and we had like maybe a little of a half chance there with the turn by Bennett. But now Price going to run at the defense, going to play the ball through here to Cassidy. Unfortunately, should have looked for that sweat. He had Bennett showing for the sweat on the other side, but unfortunately, Cassidy got a little bit of selfish, probably a bit tough to see that, I'm guessing, when you're just so focused on getting that through ball. But now Cassidy running at the defense again, playing the ball back out to Mitchell, the Scottish winger. He's going to look for the ball back in, and Cassidy finishes that. Cassidy has scored a ton of goals for us from that midfield. I mean, he has just an engine in there. The main reason he starts, despite not being high rated, is he has high stamina. He's pretty physical. He gets up and down that pitch, always finds himself in good spots. So we may end up having to upgrade over him eventually, but for now, he has been wonderful here in League 2, making a great run in the box. Nice sweat from Mitchell as we end up equalizing here to make things 1-1. A nice little cheeky finish there as well. So we'll take that, trying to get back into this one. And Bud Exceeder, of course, is very happy to see that one go in the back of the net. So good work from the side. Cassidy, we'll see how many goals he has on the season here. 11 goals. I believe he is probably our leading goal scorer at the moment, among them at least, but he's scored quite a bit. He's obviously not the highest rated player on the team, in the club, but he's done a good job. Now trying to play out the back here. Unfortunately, losing that ball was Mitchell, trying to go back on the counter. Now the ball's being played out wide here. A good run from De La Rosa, going to play that ball back in, and that is a very good goal from Newport County right there, showing why they are scoring so many goals. I believe it was them who was scoring 69, had 69 goals before this match. Nice, but now making that 71 goals. But now we're going to bring in Bakaric, the young striker who has been really improving lately. He's been scoring a lot of goals, and just a lot better form. And we'll see how he performs. Going to have him play up top there and to round out this matchup and see if we can grab a goal to equalize. Because of course, losing this one could really make the title race very interesting. And I think we want to at least grab a point here, see if we can grab that point and even more. But a good ball here, a nice switch of play to Mitchell. Going to use that pace. He's going to look for that run inside. A good ball to Bennett. Unfortunately, that is a huge save. A second effort hit right at the goalkeeper. What a save from the Newport County goalkeeper there. As we're going to try to take advantage of this kind of a loose goal kick. Ball played back to Bennett. Back to Mitchell, here to Walker, going to get the ball to the feet of Bakaric, and he's going to look for that through ball to Mitchell. Unfortunately, again, hit right at the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's having a big match, but could have probably placed that one a little bit better in that instance. Now, a great job from Muscard to win that ball. He's our captain, and he's certainly another player who's not super high rated, but he's been wonderful for us at the back. Now, a good ball here from Bennett to Bakaric. You can see that turn. He's going to play that through ball here to Mitchell, and a great job. And that was right into the stoppage time. That's pretty much the last kick of the game. You could see 3 minutes in the stoppage time of a 2 minutes given, and we just steal that point at the end right there. Beautiful, beautiful work from Bakaric. That turn, that ball across. I think we found ourselves a number 9 after thinking early on in the season, he was absolutely terrible. He was our only striker, and he still is pretty much our only true striker, but he's really shown a lot better now. I think that was a great sight to see him playing that ball across in that turn as well. He's looking to be in pretty good form. A great assist from him as Mitchell grabbed the goal for his 7th of the season to basically be the last kick of the game and continue our run towards that title. Because at worst, we are second due to Scunthorpe having a better goal differential from us now. So, and that, of course, keeps Newport County still 3 points away from us. So a very big result in this title race. And we'll see where we stand shortly. So a great victory, a great equalizer there. Definitely felt like victory with the way we were playing before. We really came back, showed a lot better in the last 30 minutes. We had plenty of chances. Probably should have won, to be fair, considering those chances we missed. And of course, some of the big saves made by the Newport County goalkeeper. But a good result, and then 2-2. Had some mistakes, obviously, to create that first goal. The second goal, we tried to get on the counter and lost the ball in that midfield. But we'll actually go right into the second game here with a rotated side. So Bakaric is going to start up top. Obviously, again, guys, we have just so many tired legs. We don't have high stamina, clearly, because of being kind of lower tier and just having lower rated players. So we're going to go with the second squad and see how they perform, just to have just some good match rotation. Because other than that, I mean, the players are going to be pretty dead if you don't rotate the squad around. So the second team will be playing here. It's nice to actually finally have a second team. I had to sign a couple players, but you can see Wilson and Nat Goosens, Hill, Shoddick, Cook making up the back line. Lance Hill, a recent player signed. Isaac Phillips has good potential. Cassidy, though, is going to be one of the few players playing because he has such high stamina, so he can play for both sides. Davis, Bakaric, Miklobust are going to be making up that attack. So we'll see how Bakaric plays. And Hill, of course, is pretty new to the side, but I did kind of edit him a little bit more. But a huge mistake. Thankfully, his save by Wilson, doing a good job to save that after some difficulties playing out the back there for sure. Now they're going to be heading out that corner, and we'll see if we can move on and play out of it here. So trying to play out the back a little bit more is probably going to be the thing we're going to be trying to do. You can see Hill doing a good job playing the ball back here to Shoddick. Going to play the ball back out wide to Davis, who has really good form in some of the recent episodes, and he has that pace down the wing, very good dribbling ability. Look for the cutback, and who is it again? Cassidy, and he hits that one in the back of the net. Cassidy, man. Again, he's like 60 overall, but he cannot stop scoring for us. He's with his 12th goal of the season, I believe now, and that was a wonderful hit. Goalkeeper made it have done a little bit better, to be fair. We'll have to take a look at the replay, but a great find from Davis to Cassidy, and is again finding himself on that sheet, but on that score sheet, I guess. But hey, great finish from him. I thought actually maybe the goalkeeper did a little bit better, but that was kind of knuckled, it looked like. That's actually a pretty cool shot right there, and that was pretty close to that side netting, so it's going to be tough for the goalkeeper to save that one. But a big goal for his 12th of the season, I believe it is. Yes, 12 goals in League 2 for Cassidy, and I'm pretty sure he's our top goal scorer at the moment. We'll take a look at that, though, at the end of the episode once we recap this first season. Now, ball played here to Miklobust. Now, Hill, he has a bit of pace to him, and he can dribble. He's pretty good attacking-wise, and you can see him holding off defenders. You're going to look for that little cutback, but unfortunately cannot make that happen. But still wonderful regardless. He's going to find the ball again here. A little bit of a 1-2, playing some nice football there. Ball back out to Miklobust. He's going to get back out on this wing, look for a cutback. He finds Hill making a very good run, and Hill's going to cut the ball back to Bakaric, and a great goal in the end. Sorry. So Hill really was just kind of a signing I made to kind of have a full second squad, or at least close to one. And now Hill again, just showing his pace and his power right here, and his dribbling ability and his run. He just makes very good runs, staying on side, a chance to finish, and he does to make things 3-0. So Hill, what a beast he is. That was a great finish from him in the end. And he created pretty much 2 of the goals, and he almost created another earlier on. And despite being like 56 overall, it doesn't seem like that matters too much in the end with him. That's a beautiful goal. You can see the warm embrace between him and Bakaric. Gotta love to see that connection as he grabs his first goal of the season. I believe this is like he's probably made like 3 appearances, and mostly in games I'd not play personally. So this is a big opportunity for him to really push his way into the squad. And now they do grab a kind of a consolation goal in the end. 3-1 is what the game will end up being, though. But a very promising result here. We see some of the ability of some of our other players. Hill, it's just like Hill and Cassidy, these players like this, it's kind of what I love about the Youth Academy career modes. It's kind of creating players who can be club legends, big fixtures in the club who maybe you would not expect just because of their overall. But now Cassidy again will be playing here again, so he has tons of stamina, so it does help having a player like him as we go back to that first squad. It looks like, I can't remember if I rotated Bakaric into this one, but I think I might not have been able to because of his stamina is just fairly low. But a good just first 2 results in the episode, and we'll see how we can play here against Rovers as we'll get right into the action here. Now, the 18th minute, some play down the wing. Looks like they're going to look for a cross or something, but interesting cross in the end. Not the best one for sure. Mitchell's going to get to this ball, going to try to go out back on that counter, use that pace down this wing. We'll see what you can do with it. Back to Bennett, so yeah, Bennett to get the start here. Cassidy into some space, going to look for a cutback maybe, as actually going to find Price here. Back to Walker, some good patient build-up. A great run from Walker to kind of make some space as Price is going to do a little bit dummy. Back to Bennett, to Vishkorek. Going to run out the defense a little bit. Back to Bennett. is going to turn and have a go. Oh no, he actually goes to Walker and puts that one in the back of the nets, as the defensive line was not the best there from Rovers for sure. Some Phil Jones-esque defending from the other night from him to end up grabbing that goal. So taking advantage of that, some good vision from Bennett, as it looked like he was going to lay it off to Price, maybe to have a go from distance. As Walker, another creator type of, really creative, 9 goals in the season. Him and Price are kind of the creator in the midfield with Cassidy. We're just going to ask to do everything, as he does have the stamina and physical ability. Now Walker, though, doing a good job running that defense here. Vishkorek is maybe going to look for a cutback. We'll see what he does with it. A good cross. Just nearly gets to that one now to Mitchell here. He's going to look for the ball to Simonsen, and what a run. It ends up going to Walker, as unfortunately Bennett cannot extend his leg enough to get to that one, and that was an incredible run from our fullback, overlapping right there, and a great pass as well. I believe that was from Mitchell making that pass. Pretty much was almost an assist from him, because that was perfectly weighted. Then a great ball cross, Walker hitting that in. Unfortunately, their keeper cannot completely save it. He actually did get a kind of his body onto it, just cannot squeeze, I guess, his core together to hold on to that. Is what he had to have done in that instance. As Walker is going to grab another goal here, so a brace to go to 10 goals on the season. Wonderful work from him, as we really are just showing our ability, kind of running away with some of these games here. It's getting kind of easy, but I feel like it's been kind of deserved, as it looked like we kind of had like a Title S celebration here, but I don't think we've won the title yet. We'll check on that later, but I think we could be close to wrapping it up depending on some of the other results also. So I guess it's just pretty big excitement. Obviously, only have 2 games left in the season after this one, so definitely could end up wrapping things up here. A great result from the side, and we have some wonderful players. Of course, Plateman kind of came on throughout the season. That was really solidified that back line. We still got to work a bit more of his general defending, to be honest, and that's why I think he's a lot better as a center back to his height. So catch up with training. You can see Goosens, 56 overall, Ushgar 60, Cook, one of our backup fullbacks, up to 60 as well, to thanks some training to his defense and his ball control, dribbling, agility, and sprint speed. So 3 points away still is Newport County. If he could have grabbed a result against them, we could have already be. If he grabbed 3 points against them, he would pretty much have close to be having the title unlocked. So we'll see how we perform here, though. Bakaric is actually going to get the start up top at striker, as he finally had a 7-day rest, enough to get him in, because he's been performing so well. Bennett obviously has done a really good job filling in as a false 9 throughout the season, but I think we really want Bakaric to be our future number 9, as he really has been showing that. I think next season he's going to be rewarded with that shirt for sure. That number 9 will be all his. As he does look pretty cute with that little turtleneck. You can see him right there looking pretty cute. He is number 18 at the moment, so I think we're gonna reward him with that number 9, it looks like. But kind of the usual starting 11, just with Bakaric in for Bennett. Of course, Sorensen, Ushgard, Plateman, Simonsen, Walker, Price, Cassidy, Mitchell, Bakaric, Vishkorek up top, and right in net. So looking pretty good here with this 4-3-3. I really love how it's playing so far. As you can see, a huge matchup. Right is kind of just warming everyone up, getting them excited there. The beautiful sweatpants, the goalkeeper pants, is really trying to fire his club up. Now Mitchell going to play the ball here back to Simonsen in the second minute, looking for a goal here. Good ball to Mitchell, utilizing that pace. Going to try to cut the ball back. We'll see what he can do. A very explosive. Finds the ball here to Walker. Going to play the ball back to Cassidy, back to Price. Great little link-up play. Cassidy's going to have a go, but unfortunately, he hits that well wide. I'm guessing that was his weak foot, but that was really good little link-up play between all the midfielders. We're going to play a ball out wide here to Vishkorek. Try to take advantage of that space here. And he's going to do a good job cutting the ball back here, back to Price. Going to look for a ball back in to Bakaric, which is a great hold-up play to find Mitchell, and he hits that one the back of the net. Now again, Bakaric, I believe that's like 2 assists or in a goal or something in the few matches, these last 3 matches or so, and that is just a wonderful performance. Yeah, in his last three appearances, I believe that's 2 assists and a goal or something like that. So wonderful play from him, doing a good job with his back to goal. That was his main issue before. When we first had him starting in that striker role, he was losing the ball a lot with his back to goal. Price kind of playing possum right there. It looked like he's holding the ball back to Bakaric. What a turn from him! A beautiful turn. Going to look to play that ball across. cross, and that is exactly what we want to see from a striker like him. He's kind of a smaller, agile type, got a bit of pace to him. He's making defenders miss, turning his defenders, and making things happen. If he just has those perfect runs, he'll end up having some more assists. Now, a great ball from Cassie to Walker. Unfortunately, hit right at the goalkeeper. Pretty tame efforts, but the midfield has really been leaking up so well in this game right here. It's just, in general, the midfield looks so much better. I think we could maybe use a general number 6, like a real like defensive mid eventually, like Plate Man could play there. But they actually come back here with a goal on this cross. It's just out of nowhere, a cross back post, and 1-1. So it can make things interesting for sure for the final game of the season, especially if Newport grabs a result and we just grab a draw if they grab it 3 points or something. But we'll try to come back here with Cassidy playing the ball back in to Walker. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. Ball goes back to Cassidy. Going to hit the ball back to Bakaric. Going to wait for the run of Cassidy. He's going to look for Bakaric, and a huge goal, a possible title clinching goal from Bakaric right there. You can see the celebration. He's hyped. The camera zooming in. Just Ushgard, the captain, coming over. Cassidy, Walker, everyone's coming through just to congratulate him, because that is one that could definitely wrap up the title. A great find from Cassidy back to Bakaric, as they could have one more chance here, though, as Price has to get a little bit dirty and foul him. I guess he thought something could have been happening right there. Getting dirty there, baby. Yeah, I like that, Price, from our number 10. Doing a good job, at least kind of chopping at him right there. You bring in Bennett for a little bit more help in the midfield defensively. Probably should have done that a little bit earlier, as they'll go for goal right here, and thankfully Wright ends up grabbing that one. You're going to hold on that for a second, trying to waste some time as we try to secure this big result, which possibly could be the title clincher. We'll see what it is at this match as Mitchell just flicks it on in some space, and that would be the last kick of the game as the crowd is going wild. This could be the title clinching result. Maybe we'll have the trophy ceremony, but I'm not sure if it'll be right here, so we'll stick on. Oh my god, that man's face. Look at his neck. What is up with him? Bennett was interesting and jumping up and down. He's just a curious little guy. He is, Bennett. Some hugging there from the squad in the midfield. Some jumping around. It looks like this could be the title clincher. But it doesn't look like there's any sign of the trophy ceremony. So I'm guessing maybe that'll be for the final game of the season. We'll see. Yeah, no trophy ceremony. I did not click through it or anything. No, but a wonderful result regardless. So we'll take a look at the table to see how things are. After you take a look at the training again, it's just kind of a little quick wrap through. Cook up to 61 overall now. And Callum Davis is, the main thing I'm worried about is they gave a lot of players a lot of important squad roles who aren't really starting, so that could be interesting. But yes, we did secure the title here in this match, and 90 points in the season, 1 match left, 5 points away from us is Scunthorpe. So looks like, we clearly have the title clinched, so we just got to wait for that trophy ceremony here in this match against Port Vale. Really not going to show too many highlights, probably just the goals. It's just, we want to see the title being lifted by our squad. But either way, Price to Vishkorek. Look for him to find a cutback, and Price puts that one in the back of the net. Usual stuff with our midfielders making those good runs in. Wingers and strikers is really doing a good job making those runs and supplying them with assist. Bakaric runs over, gives him a nice kiss on the forehead. It looks like good romance between the two. Then Price gets up and just holds him ever so gently by his waist. You gotta love that, the love between the two right there. But some good work again. Just kind of waiting for that run. Price puts in the back of the net. See how many goals he has in the season. I think his output might have been too amazing in some sense, like with assist and goal-wise. It may have been look a little bit more from our number 10. But the main thing attacking-wise is Buttocks either shows some great emotion. Attacking-wise, everyone has been contributing in that midfield and up top. But 6 goals in the season for Price. Not too bad, not too bad. He does have a pretty good shot on him, as Phillips is going to come in and play this ball out wide. Made a couple subs here. And we'll see Vishkorek find Phillips with a good ball. Cut the ball back to Bakaric. He's going to put that one in the back of the net. So another goal for Bakaric. You got to love to see it. You love to see our number 9 really developing. It's just a good comeback story for him. The youngster was really struggling before. At the start of the season, got benched after a few matches for Bennett. And now you see them celebrating together. Gotta love the love and support between these guys, as he ends up with 7 goals in the season, which is not terrible considering he really has only played a lot more in these recent matches. And I think we could end up seeing him grab 15 goals or something next season for sure, with quite a few assists. But that is the title. It's all wrapped up. Phillips, a very promising midfielder in the celebration here. We have not seen too much of him, but I think we'll see a lot more of him next season, especially with match congestion and all that being a big issue from time to time. But a great season. I was not expecting to get promoted, honestly. I thought we could maybe push for a playoff spot to start because we were really struggling. But you love to see this camaraderie, the boys jumping up and down, ready to lift that title. I think this has been some of the most fun I've really had in a FIFA game for a while. Obviously, it's not too challenging maybe sometimes, but just the whole youth academy aspect, developing players like this is a lot of fun to me, so I'm really enjoying that. We definitely will continue on this career mode until we wrap up Champions League, end up winning the Premier League and stuff like that. But you can see Ushgard, the captain, grabbing that title, that trophy, and lifting it up, as we will end up being in League One next season, and it's going to be a fun journey as we continue on. So I think my plan, though, honestly, is to keep this core group together and keep on developing chess. Then maybe I think we could possibly bring in like a backup striker or something. Maybe bring another true striker in, and this maybe what it'll look like for a physically strong striker in England or something, if we can find some of that nature. So target man to maybe complement Bakaric. Just actually have a genuine striker as a backup as well would be nice. But Ushgard grabbing that title, running over to the supporters, and that is just an incredible sight to see from this club. Of course, just recently promoted from non-league football, but Buckseater has taken this side around, turned it around, and brought him back in. Interesting dancing right there, Ushgard, that was leading. Oh man, Wright was really getting into it as well with those beautiful goalkeeper pants. As you can see, the side all together celebrate. Oh yeah, good views right there. But the side all there in front of that title, behind that title, and well deserved from everyone. I really enjoyed this whole series as well. Our backup goalkeeper is kind of chilling back there. They don't look too happy. But either way, I am pretty stupid. So I unfortunately could not stop the simulation. It would not stop quick enough. So we'll just see some of the stuff, like obviously the standings, 93 points. 70 goals for, but 42 against. So we are really good defensively. I think we're like the third best in the end, but a good mix of everything. Unfortunately, I tried to stop it so I could see more just in the standings and top scorers, but it was not working. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sure you would like to see more of the individual goals and assists and stuff like that. But obviously, De La Rosa really ran away with it. Anyone else on the list doesn't. I don't even think so. I think where is there? Okay, Cassidy with 12. Cassidy is on there. Yes, Cassidy. Yes, that's about it. But assist wise, Bennett and Walker both had 8, so that's very good. And then Price had 9. So our midfield, our Bennett, of course, played striker and center mid with quite a few assists. So Bennett, Price, and Walker looking really good there. Mitchell had 7 assists as well. So we just really kind of shared the wealth. It seemed like was the thing with this squad. Wright had 14 clean sheets as well. So we really just kind of shared things with the goals and the assists. Because I kind of screwed things up. We'll take a look at the squad hub, a squad report to round out this episode just from here. So Wright ends up being a 64th at the end of the season. Wilson is 63. Of course, our other goalkeeper. We do have to kind of start renewing contracts. I'm a bit worried about like some of the stuff that could happen, obviously, but I've heard some of the glitches have been fixed in the most recent patch. Hopefully that is the case. I don't know, because of course I did start this before some of the patches. But yeah, right up to the 64. Wilson 63. So pretty good goalkeeper for the League One level, I'd say. Simonsen, obviously he's not super high rated. 60 overall, can maybe improve over him eventually, as Cook is now even actually higher rated, 61. He's not happy with his play time, though, but Ushgard, they 61 overall. Sharek, 58 overall, so not too bad. Hill up to the 57. And Sorensen up to the 62, so we probably got to renew that contract. Goosens up to 57 now. Plateman, 66, showing great potential. Phillips has potential to be special, 63 overall. Davis, a 63 overall. Then Walker up to the 65. We can maybe train him a little bit. Exciting prospect is Nicholas Price with the 71 overall. Now Cassidy, the 61 overall. Of course, not super high rated, but a quality player nonetheless. 63 overall is Bennett. Lance Hill, a 57. Mikla Boost, the 60 overall. Vishko Direct, a 65. Ian Mitchell, a 67. So one of our top players, really, overall. Whereas Baccarat showing great potential and is a 65 overall, of course. So we'll see what you guys maybe think I should do as far as just continue to scout a little bit. I don't want to overdo the scouting because I really like this group I have right now. I'm starting to feel attached to them. So just let me know, guys. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this first season. Hope you guys tune in for the next one as well. I love you. Thank you all for your love and support. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.